Certainly the best moment of my career, because to be such a long time unbeaten is something fantastic.
An irresistible footballing force has emerged from Highbury. Record breakers, history makers. Arsenal have set new standards in English football with their incredible unbeaten run of 49 games.
Only thing I know is that we're going to be down in history for sure, and we are in history. And I don't know, to stay unbeaten in the modern game is something pretty amazing.
I think true greatness is obviously achieving something that nobody has ever done before. And Arsenal have done that. And over the 49 games, I'm not sure whether any team in any country has ever played such amazing football.
The previous record of 42 games without defeat had stood since 1978, when Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest made their mark in history.
We were proud to get it. It's great that Arsenal have taken it on. That's two clubs I've played for. Great achievement, and let him start again, and let him try to get to number 50 for a second time.
Arsenal's amazing run began after the heartbreak of missing out on the Premiership title. That was in May 2003. It would be October 2004 before the team lost in the league again.
Leeds United lead again. They've got the late goal, and surely have buried Arsenal as far as the Premiership is concerned.
Pennant, in bottom with the clearance. Parler, Canu, and a great ball to Ray Parler. Fine save, Pires! And Robert Pires gives Arsenal the lead, just short of the 9th minute. Paul Jones desperately unlucky. Got his glove to the ball, but it spun it invitingly there to Robert Pires. Henry, Canu. Terrific play. Henry, Van Bronckhorst, Pennant! Oh, a big moment for Jermaine Pennant. And a goal for Pennant. Oh, 3-0. Henry's shot took a deflection and set up so nicely for Jermaine Pennant, who scores his second goal of the game. Pires. Canu. Henry. Pires! Oh, 4-0. Like a knife through butter. Such decisive passing here by Arsenal. Fernandez, who might be substituted shortly with the corner kick. Pires. Henry. Just magnificent. Pennant, is this his hat-trick? Yes! What a night for Jermaine Pennant. His first league goals for the club, and all three come in the opening half an hour. Well, if Arsene Wenger is looking for a player of the future, he could well have found one in Jermaine Pennant. Baird. It's out Wayne Bridge here. Tessum makes a break. It's Tessum. Oh, and Southampton have pulled one back. Bobbled out to Pires. Telfer couldn't help Pires. Fantastic! What a way to claim your hat-trick. The merest of mistakes by Telfer. Pires seized up the situation and chipped the ball brilliantly over Jones.
Well, as soon as the whistle went, I tried to go and get the ball from the ref, but he said he'd give it me afterwards. And I told Robert, it's only fair I scored that trick first, so I should get the first ball. And if you want to get another one, that's up to you. But he was cool about it, and he gave me the ball.
They were just so defiant, you know. They wouldn't let it get them down. You know, they were like, next season starts here, and they came out, and within like 10 minutes we seemed to have it in the bag, but they kept at it, and not with a full strength side either. But it was just the defiance that runs throughout the club.
Not only the team, but the club is strong. You know, when the club is facing adversity, it always bounces back, and that we have always shown that, and in that particular game again.
That was the first game, the first start of it, and to look back that I was a part of that little bit there, you know, it's nice to know.
Gilberto nearly picked out Paul Durkin, but nobody else all presented to Bergkamp. Here's Henry, almost inevitable that finish. It is 1-0. You cannot make mistakes like that. Henry goes to 24, level with Van Nistelrooy. Sunderland go to 1-0 down. Henry picked it up, Pires. Bergkamp, Henry steaming through the middle, so too Ljungberg. Here's Henry and Ljungberg, and 2-0, and another fabulous Arsenal counter-attack. Absolute lightning through the middle. Full applause from their own bench. A bewildering interchange of passes and running and movement. Again, careless work. That's in Van Bronckhorst. Here goes Henry. Ljungberg is through the middle. Plays it for him. Here's Ljungberg. Can hardly miss. Henry has to settle for the assist. Ljungberg had nobody with him and just clipped it past the keeper. Henry. Ljungberg looking for the hat-trick. Looking for the hat-trick and getting it. Freddie Ljungberg. A third for him. A fourth for Arsenal. Henry, the feint. There goes Ljungberg on one of those typical runs. Just a little delay there, switch of the feet, 4-0.
The 2003-04 campaign began with Jens Lehmann taking his place in the Arsenal side. He would play in all the remaining games of the unbeaten run.
Watson, nicked in for Gravesen. Turned wide for Radzinski, and driven across for Chadwick. Ljungberg. Through the channel for Henry. That's against Stubbs' elbow. It's a penalty. And Richard Wright now faces an old friend in Thierry Henry. And missed. The Professional Footballers Association Player of the Year for last season is the first scorer for Arsenal at the beginning of this. Teasing Pistoni. Back for Ljungberg. Back for Vieira. Patrick Vieira. Robert Pires. Thierry Henry, oh, it's a very good stop. It's Vieira, it's Pires, it's 2. Arsenal beat at the door so repeatedly and so hard that eventually it was bound to come crashing down. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Best of the bunch that from Ljungberg. In by Watson. And as far as Lee Tier. And Yobo. And Naismith. And Radzinski!
Next was a trip to the Riverside Stadium, and among the crowd was former Forest boss Brian Clough. there to witness the team that would go on to break his proud record. It was a devastating Gunners display.
Towering header by Campbell. Vieira. Can Ljungberg take it on? First touch just widened it a little bit. Oh, it's pushed out, and it must be a goal for Henry. Arsenal, what have they taken? Less than 5 minutes. And Henry, who particularly has a liking for playing in this stadium, scores at Middlesbrough again. Cole. Now Pires. Ljungberg darting into the centre from the right-hand side. He's come all the way across the left in space here. And what about that from Gilberto? And what about that from Arsenal? This is exhibition stuff.
Quick build-up. Doesn't panic. I'll have a little look. Is anybody on? I'll just chip it over 5 defenders. Little shinny maybe, but build-up was great. The finish emphatic. Irresistible.
There's space for Henry.
And Pires' pass. Wiltor striding into the centre. Henry looks for Wiltor. 3-0. Within seconds of Middlesbrough looking menacing on the edge of the other penalty area, Arsenal have sprinted away, and they are sprinting away with this game.
What a goal. What a goal.
Help. It's through to Freddie Ljungberg. Is he going to go for goal himself, or is he put it on a plate for Sylvain Wiltor? They have flicked the switch, and it's Middlesbrough 0, Arsenal 4.
I'll tell you what, look at this for the ball. The ball from Campbell made it. That's what opened up Middlesbrough.
What the memory is the best entertaining football. The breed of football that we have now at Arsenal is just a joy to watch. It's superb. Brian Clough would have loved it.
I'm sure Brian Clough, he wanted his players, and he seems to play football. Passing the ball, movement, quickness of thought, intelligence about actually playing the game, and we're seeing a lot of that at Arsenal.
Away by Johnson. Touré again. And now Henry's found some space. Well, it was a classic attempt, and it would have been a classic goal had it come off. Vieira. Thierry Henry lined up for Freddie Ljungberg. Off the bar, and Wiltor underneath the rebound. It's Pires' corner. Oh, and Samuel almost scored an own goal, and it has been turned in now. Sol Campbell, after J. Lloyd Samuel had almost put it past his own goalkeeper. Villa managed to prevent their own defenders' embarrassment, but they couldn't keep Campbell at bay as well. Henry. Ljungberg losing out to Bergkamp, and Henry's first do it against Sorensen. Thierry Henry!